Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody is having a great Monday. And here we are again. And since I don't have to be to work until 2, we can relax and have a video. I know. Monday seems so harried because I have to be out of here by 10 o'clock in the morning. So that means I need to get an early start. And, you know, I knew last night that I didn't have to go to work until 2. Do you think I could have slept in? No. I was up at 6:45. It just seems to be the time to get up. Anyway, today I am working on the autumn house. It is 329 by 221 in squares. I don't... Where's my page? It is from MayDear, and it is 86 by 61. This is the original paper. It's getting kind of ratty, so we're just going to keep it in there because this booklet's much nicer and easier to see. But isn't that a beautiful picture? This is my autumn project. And we haven't worked on it in a while, and I really like it. I just love the colors in it. I just love everything about it. Oh my goodness, yeah. I have a few things that I need to do before I go to work, like put away all the green chili. I forgot to do that yesterday when I was just sitting around bored out of my mind. Yeah. I don't know what why I forgot it or what was happening. But yeah. Oh, goodness. I only stayed up till about 11:30, and do you think I could have gone to sleep when I got there? No. I probably didn't fall asleep until 2 something. But that's the way things go with me. This is kind of a stiff canvas. It's not bad. I've had worse. Oh, believe me. I'm trying to get it up there where y'all can see it. And I just decided to do that little video last night. Just to show everybody, you know, real slow how to do the sewing method. And because I really like it. I don't like hassling up and down. And, you know, just take your time. And after a while, it just becomes commonplace. And you find yourself you can't sew any other way. I'm trying to preserve what's left of my shoulder. So that's why I do it. Because that up and down thing just kind of drives me insane. This is color 780. Hang on, we gotta scooch up. So not much plans. I'm supposed to go with a friend tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Let's try again. Thursday. And go have lunch with them. We do this every once in a while. Usually we do it in the summer. But, you know, it is what it is. And both of us were so busy that we just didn't have time to do it in the summer. So hopefully it'll be a nice on Thursday. I haven't figured out what time the mail comes out here where I live. So we usually go check the mail about 7 o'clock at night somewhere. Depending, I mean, if I'm home or not. Now, I'll check it on my way home tonight when I get off at 9. Yay! I'm so excited about that part. It's like, holy crap. Yeah, I'm sick of working until 10 o'clock at night, and I'm glad summer's over with. So we can just have whatever the weather's going to do. I mean, it's supposed to be 62 degrees today, so... Whoops. Uh-oh. Hold on. We got issues. I had a thread hanging there. Then it was getting caught up in the stitching. Yeah, I haven't done that for a while. But I hope that the tutorial was beneficiary to you. I know I had the worst time trying to keep it in frame because I'm not used to using my hoop like away from my stand. So I hope you got it. And I tried to use, you know, talking about the corners, the top right, top left. So hopefully it was beneficial. If not, we'll make another one. We can always do that. Last night I worked on I keep calling it the Pink Lotus, because I don't know what else to call it. It's such a pretty picture. I've just about got one corner worked. It's not going extremely fast because there's kind of long spots, you know, where you have to stitch. Long and skinny spots, so I just keep hacking away at it. I don't have it right here to show you, or I would. I'll show it to you tomorrow on my YouTube, or my floss tube. Sorry, moving it back again. I was trying to work in the farthest part out, and then down, and then I'll come down in here. Such beautiful colors in this. Just look at the color. I know it's a mess, but just beautiful, beautiful colors. Nice autumn colors. They did spectacular in that. Look at all this mess. Isn't that pretty? Bring it back down, then we'll show it to you. You got those, and you got some here. Look at the yellows and oranges. And the shading in this is just going to be awesome. It's just beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful. Hang on. I tapped it and it adjusted everything. I have bright yellow. Probably is like a highlight color. But dang, there's 52 colors in this. That ain't too bad. Although, you know, could be worse. I can't imagine buying that much thread at one time. I think the most I ever bought for a kit was like 30, maybe. I don't know. I can't even imagine the Hades. I really can't. It drives me nuts thinking about it. No. Just a lot of money to invest. Because here, when I get DMC by the skein, it's like $1 a piece. But if I go to like 123 Stitch or any other website, I haven't found any others, they're probably 50 to 60 cents each. The ones that they have at Walmart, I don't have a Hobby Lobby or Joann's or Michael's or any of those, so I have just Walmart, and they have a horrible selection of thread. I mean, there's probably 20 different colors. That's it. White, black, red, you know. Very basic. And it's like a 3-hour drive to get to Denver. So, that ain't happening. I used to shop at Michael's all the time when I lived in Denver. Back in the day. That was back in the late 70s. I know, that was 100 years ago, wasn't it? Back when I lived in the suburb. But we don't have big choices here. So that's why I shop online. Sometimes I actually have to go to Amazon to find something. As far as, you know, thread is concerned, that's where I got my sulky threads. And I do like buying those sulky kits. Not kits, but you know, how they have like 10 different colors or 5 different colors. Yeah. I like them. And they're all like, let's call it winter collection or summer collection or red collection or whatever. Yeah, I like those. I gain a lot from them, and I've used them. I just adore that sulky thread, especially on even weave. It's my latest jam. But I can use regular thread as well. Or regular DMC thread as well. Haven't ventured off into any other kind of silk. I don't know. Just not doing it. And besides the fact they're like $4.50 a skein. Hello. I'm committed, but I'm not quite that committed, you know? Unless it was going to be something small, you know, some small kind of a project. Say from Modern Folk Embroidery, or I was just doing like a little ornament that wasn't going to be very big. Yeah. But I do like this project. It's an 11 count. I don't know if I told you that or not. Some days I forget what I say. It's starting to get wound up from going back and forth here. It happens. I just can't sew with a big long piece of, hang on, piece of thread. Because when I do the sewing method, it starts twisting, if you will. Yeah. It's special like that. So I have to hang it upside down and let it untangle. But it just never works out well. So I just cut each long thread into half and then divide it into thirds, or into 3 strands, sorry. Words are hard today, I'm telling you. But that's about all we've got going for this week. It's going out to lunch on Thursday. And I have no idea what kind of food we're going to go and get. But I hope it'll be nice weather so we can sit outside. I'm going back this way. I got a few over here. There's 2 shades of green. They're not, I mean, they're far enough apart that you can tell the difference. It's better than that orange and pink that I was working on. Got to do that in the daylight, because holy cow, it was driving me batty. think another thing I like about 11 count is that you cover more ground faster. 14 count takes forever for me. And I can see all the symbols on 11 count so much better. Especially if it's a confettied piece. I'm trying to finish this up so I don't have to come back to it. Yeah, okay, I don't know. Should be getting the kids' school pictures soon. You'd think. They had them done somewhere in September, I believe. I don't know, my daughter hadn't mentioned it. Coming in. Or I don't know if they come in, you know, around Christmas or Thanksgiving. Something like that. I'm going to get rid of that thread before it gets to be like terribly, terribly, terribly small. Teeny tiny. Goodness. I don't know why I'm tired. I had 5 days off. Jeez. That wasn't long. Let's not do that again for a while. Five days is just way too long. It was fine. You know, I got to go out to dinner a couple times, or lunch or dinner. Got to relax, stitch on what I wanted to stitch on. It's just you just get stagnant from staying at home. And there's not much to do around here, and it's too cold to go hiking. We thought about it, but when my daughter and I went out to lunch, but it was like 40-some degrees, and we're not going out. I mean, and walking around. There was some place she was going to show me, but it was just too cold. And it was windy. It was windy all last week, so let's hope that this week isn't windy. I get tired of it being windy. About the worst wind I ever had was when I lived in Cheyenne. That wind blew all year round, every day. It was like, holy crap. But I guess it's because you sit in the, what is that called? Middle of the jet stream, if you will. I don't know. I gotta have a drink of coffee. I don't know. Can't seem to wake up. But yeah, I mean, the wind was just horrid. And then it'd get dark, and the wind had stopped blowing. I was like, what the heck? Oh yeah, it blew sometimes, you know, in the middle of winter. But it just seems like the majority of the wind in Cheyenne was during the day when we were trying to work outside, and my husband at the time was doing siding, so that didn't help. You'd go around the side of the house and it'd just bend the piece in half. It was horrible. Yeah. Not my favorite place to be. And then in the winter when the wind blew, it made snowdrifts. It was great. We'd have 5 feet snowdrifts everywhere. And more. They'd close I-25 because it was right off of I-25 and I-80. I had to think what that was. And, yeah. They'd close it because of drifting snow, and it'd blow over trucks, and oh yeah, it was great. We didn't have good camping experiences there because we didn't want to go too far, you know. I mean, like Yellowstone was like hell and gone. So I would have liked to have gotten to Yellowstone. Yellowstone's very nice. I was there back in the 70s sometime. But I haven't been back, you know, since I got to be an adult. So it's been a hot moment. Trying to figure out what those colors are. Sometimes you get the light just right, and then I can't tell. We're getting there. We're getting there. Well, I'm trying to get my stupid thimble here. It's starting to create a hole in my finger. Come on. Oops, I missed one. Dagnabbit. Come on. Well, we're making some kind of progress. Then I have to go back and do the dark green. I think it's number 300. No, that's not right. What was that? Yeah, 300. It's kind of a rusty brown. Of course, I guess it would have to be because it's supposed to be a wooden wagon wheel. Have to have some depth. I got the pumpkins finished. I gotta go back and do all that blue. Yike. Then there's a little bit of orange right there and a couple more, what do you call them? Symbols. Oh, for pity's sake. I don't know why I do that. Why do I put I can't do it with my thimble on. I don't know why I put myself with trying to thread this stupid needle when that works so beautifully. Love those things. They don't fall apart. Now, I was watching, oh gosh, I think it was Jean from the attic. Could be wrong. Had some of the wire ones, because I'm sure that they used it for the, oh, what is that, silk? And they're very fine, but it was on a card. And he said, oh, well, people don't like to use that, because Gary Parr was talking to her. And she said he said some people say they fall apart, they break and all this. And she's like, oh, not these. And they were made by Colonial. Never heard of that company. So, but there was like a card in your metal wire tip. I haven't had any luck with those. Never did. Even from back in the day. I mean, some of them, they didn't break, you know, when they were made really well. But I couldn't, after I put the thread in, I couldn't get it through the needle. It was a mess. So I stopped using them a long time ago. And I haven't needed anything that fine, you know, to put through a real tiny, tiny needle in a long time. So these work perfect. I love it. And I suppose, you know, with this bigger end, you could even, if I could get a hold of the darn thing, you know, use it for like the big yarn. I don't have it right here. Big yarn needles. Because it has a big and small. I just use a small end. But I sure do like them. Oh, goodness gracious. I don't know if we're going to make it through this day without a nap or not. But I only have to work 7 hours, so I'm pumped. I am so pumped. I know, it's not a big deal. You know, it's like 1 hour less than I normally would, but it's kind of like, yeah, I'm ready for it, because we know then it's going to be winter. It's our winter hours. Now, they used to, my daughter and I were talking about this, they used to close the grocery store, oh, probably back in 2015 or 16, close the grocery store at 9 o'clock. But now, year-round, it's open till 10. I guess they just get that much business. And we have that prison here in town, so people get off at different hours, you know, not necessarily 9 to 5 people or whatever, you know, but there's people working odd hours or having to go to work at that time. So they changed that somewhere along the line. We just didn't even notice. Whoops, not that one. Damn it. I just stitching along, not paying attention. This is a nice one to work on in the wintertime because it's so big. This thing's ginormous. It's almost 70 centimeters. Come on. Get there. But it kind of, after a while, it becomes this rug that you're working on. I remember back in the day working on macrame and, what do you call it, tapestry crap, you know. It was just so hot and so heavy. I did part of that in Texas. It was like, holy cow, there ain't a good time of year to do that. And of course, that's back before I even knew scroll frames or anything else existed to get it up off my lap. But oops, here we go. Excuse me. But we got that all down there, got all that done. Now I gotta come back, do the dock green. Alright guys, I think that's going to be about it for today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And please hit the bell. And that way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy. We will see you tomorrow. God bless. Bye-bye. Keep stitching.